Guys, with me now, Jeff. You're a ex-Bitcoin core developer, founder of Block, and now founder of Metronome.
That's right, chief designer and self-applied label chief economist of Metronome.
So let's go through your history. How did you get involved in Bitcoin?
Well, I was working at Red Hat in 2010 and I saw on News for Nerds website, decentralized currency. I was an immediate skeptic. I said, I have thought about this. I know distributed computing, no way it can work. And I enjoy being proved wrong. So I read the article, it was open source, I was able to look under the hood and say, you know, who is this Satoshi Nakamoto guy? What is it? Why does it work? How does it work? And I proved to myself, yes, Bitcoin really does work. I immediately got involved, started sending changes to Satoshi and his number 2, Gavin Andreessen. They accepted the patches in the normal open source process, and my development history into Bitcoin began.
Let's talk about Metronome, because it's been highly anticipated. What is Metronome?
So it's a new cryptocurrency, so it's not a utility token, it's not a security token, but it's a new money. And we call it an almost autonomous Federal Reserve. It's very much an autonomous money supply. It's a decentralized protocol from the get-go. And we had to think, how do you bootstrap that? How do you start something from a kernel but release it into the wild, and how does it live on its own? That was one of the challenges.
Is it a blockchain? Is it its own blockchain like the Bitcoin blockchain or the Litecoin blockchain? How does the token actually work?
It's a little bit different. It's a set of smart contracts that uses an existing blockchain for security. So it uses Ethereum and other blockchains for security, and requires a little bit of explanation. It's the first token, as far as we're aware, that can hop to a different blockchain if need be.
How do you hop your tokens? If they're sitting on a Bitcoin blockchain wallet,
that's right.
How do you hop it to an Ethereum wallet?
So you'll use a wallet, you'll use some special software that creates a receipt that says I'm moving it off the Bitcoin blockchain onto the Ethereum blockchain. And from a legal and tax standpoint, it's very important that it's the same asset that's moving. Like one gold bar moves from one warehouse to another.
So you're not selling it, so you're not recognizing any tax.
Exactly, there's no tax event.
Okay, so when are you launching Metronome? There was a date that was mentioned yesterday in the big announcement.
June 18th is when we launched the initial supply auction. It's a very unique auction, kind of like a reverse Dutch. It's a descending price auction. It starts very high price and it ticks down slowly every 60 seconds until you hit that market price and the token supply sells out.
So are you saying that users must actually sit next to their laptops and watch the price go down? And when they think that the price is right for them to get in, they should buy?
That's simplified, but yes, there's some software that helps you say, I like it this price, I'll set a limit order. But that's basically the process.
Now, this auction takes place for about a week.
That's right.
What happens after the week?
After the week, there are daily auctions very similar to how the U.S. Treasury auctions treasuries on a daily basis. So the initial auction auctions 8 million tokens. Then every day after that, 2,880, with a little bit of a weird number, that's 2 every minute ad infinitum. So for the next 1,000 years.
And that's the inflation of the money supply.
That's right. That's right. And so the inflation percentage is, it's like 10% the first year, 5% the next year, down, down, down for the next 35 years until a 2% inflation floor.
Now what about infrastructure, wallets, exchanges?
Very interesting token. Decided to share this because I've never even heard of something like this. I really do like the ability for it to be flexible and move from blockchain to blockchain without creating a taxable event. And so I've stated in my previous videos that I'm not really worried about regulation or regulations against crypto because there's always loopholes, and cryptocurrency is like software, so it's malleable, it can be changed, it can be updated. And something like this is a great idea where if there is taxable events, there's easy ways to go around it. And that's why it's really important that you follow videos like this. I got this off Crypto Trader. Just realize that no matter what kind of news is passed and tries to spook you into fire selling your crypto, this is a perfect use case scenario of how a crypto can be molded to work against or with regulations. And let me know your thoughts about this. This is a pretty cool project. I'm going to be covering a couple more videos similar to this. Let me know your thoughts. I personally am not buying any of these projects. Like I said, I'm going to just stick to the top 10, but just let me know what you guys think, and I will talk to you guys soon.